We just want to know what you did with everybody's money.
Tonight, Channel 2 tracks down the man accused of taking millions of dollars from Houston families. We're talking about retirement savings and money needed to care for aging parents. Now it's all gone. And although these families filed complaints, years later, nothing has been done. Our consumer expert, Amy Davis, has been investigating the company and its owner. Tonight, she exposes the man at the center of this case, a convicted criminal she found hiding in plain sight.
It was everything I had.
A retired school teacher, a business owner, a grieving daughter.
It would have been nice to have the money to care for my mother when she needed it.
Just this small group of people are out collectively more than $620,000.
There's probably a lot of us. We are a drop in the bucket here.
They all gave their money to A.G. Cooper and Associates and owner Alan Cooper.
Mother first heard about him through a friend of hers at church, I believe.
Word of his 12% account spread, mostly word of mouth, friend to friend.
She just thought they were fine Christian men who would never, ever do anything wrong.
Maggie Tribble was a retired school teacher, widowed when she invested $128,000 in 2004. Her adult children tried to withdraw the funds for her care, but they were still pleading when she died 3 years later.
She needed full-time care, and she probably could have been in a facility that would have taken much better care of her than we could have at home.
The same time Tribble couldn't access her mom's savings, dozens of others were having the same problem.
We'll have your payment there as soon as we can. Should be next month.
Then Carol Hopper's monthly checks stopped coming altogether. She had to go back to work.
And it's not easy.
These investors grew suspicious of Alan Cooper. They checked his past and discovered he's a convicted felon, sentenced to 20 years in prison in 1984 for taking $12.5 million from investors at a company he called Kingwood Financial Group. Nearly 30 years later, in 2012, a new set of victims filed complaints with the State Securities Board and the FBI. Certainly regulators or investigators would have had no problem finding them over the last 3 or 4 years.
Whatsoever.
But Cooper continued to work out of this spring office on Walters Road collecting cash. We just want to know what you did with everybody's money.
Well, and I don't have any comment.
We caught up with him in Beaumont, where a man sued to get his parents $640,000 after they died. I think you do need to make a comment, not just about this case, but about the dozens of people in Houston who you took their money. What did you do with it?
They're going to get paid.
It's been years you've been saying that.
No?
No? Yes.
Mm-mm.
Cooper lost the case. He's ordered to pay the money he owes, but he walked out of the courthouse, free to go back to work.
I don't understand. How can that go on?
When the head of the State Securities Board refused to talk with Channel 2, we went to the state investigator who took those complaints against Cooper. How long should consumers expect your office to take action when they report something to you?
I do not know. We do not prosecute crimes here.
He's a certified financial fraud.
Congressman Ted Poe was the judge in Cooper's case back in 1984, but he says securities cases are time-consuming, and they often don't get the attention they deserve.
These types of individuals like Cooper, they know all that. They know that it's complicated for prosecution. That's why they do this type of criminal activity as opposed to something else.
Since we started our investigation, we know the FBI is talking to possible victims. If you're one, they'd like to hear from you. And before you ever invest any money, you can check an individual or company's license. We've got that link on click2houston.com in the consumer section. I'm consumer expert Amy Davis, KPRC, Channel 2 News.